Hi guys, today a little teardown of something I have laying around. I did try to sell it on eBay, but nobody did want it, so I cannot keep everything, and choice must be made. So I will take it apart today. So what is it? It is a HP DAT72 tape storage unit. It is worth quite something on eBay when it is new. It is almost 300 euros. I did try to sell it for 40 euros because it is used. Nobody did want it. It is still working, but I have no use at all for it. So onto YouTube you will find a lot of hard drive teardowns, but no teardowns of this kind of unit. So this one is not ACSI or SATA, it is a USB device. So the problem is as it is internal USB in the computer or in the server, if for whatever reason it crashes and it gets offline, you have to open the computer to unplug the USB or cycle the power. So it was quite annoying, this thing. So you have brackets on the side to adapt it into a 5-inch space, but the unit itself is a 3.5-inch unit. So first I will remove the brackets. It is quite good quality steel brackets. Maybe I will keep them. It can always be useful. So as you can see, date code here 2007 February. So always keep the screws and small hardware, because by the way you never have enough of it. Second one. So you can see the front panel is overlaying here, both sides. There is a manual unloading thing here, it seems. If you have a tape stuck inside, it is not the case here, it is empty. I still have some tapes for it. Quite sad, but you know, this thing is obsolete. Here is the cover. So as you can see, it is a regular VCR drive. It looks pretty much like a camcorder drive, in fact. So I do not get why these things are so expensive, because it is a very common drive setup, so it should not be so expensive to make. I will not take it apart completely, because anyway it is just a tape drive. I will unpop the front cover here. Just a crappy plastics. By the way, this particular unit was made in Hungary. So it is not made in China or something like this. It is made in ex-Eastern Bloc country. So this goes directly to the scrap. Here you have some EV shielding over the USB port. And it seems I have just to remove 2 more screws. The thing will come right off, yes. So here is the motherboard for it. There is not much, in fact, on this side at least. Some pretty beefy fuses here, 2 amperes. This must be the main chipset. It is written Falstaff, seems to be German. 805329-222. You can Google it if you wish, but I'm sure you will find anything. There is quite an interesting setup here with a set of identical components, diodes, transistors, and capacitors, it seems. Some quite large surface mount diodes, resistors here for heat dissipation maybe. Then you must have here it is a Kimonda chip. I do not know this brand. So I have a number of small flat cables to unclip. This one I am very used with this flat cable, so it is really not an issue for me to remove them. When you have locking tabs on these connectors, it is good. It is easy to remove and put back in place, but sometimes they make some flex cable connectors with no locking tabs. You have to force push the thing inside, and it is really a pain. So other side is just blank. Close the USB and power plugs. So quite heavily gold plated tracks here. Quite nice. It is USB bonded, HP bonded, by the way. Revision B. It is called Bardolph USB board. I don't know if it was designed in Germany, all this, when they gave German sounding names to the things. Maybe. Here is a shielding, just a steel plate. Here is the back side of the drive. Oh, surprise, surprise! The drive itself is made in Philippines by Mitsumi Electric. You have a plastic bracket here holding all the parts together. This thing here is the spindles motor for the tape, the drums holding the tape itself. Here is the head drums with the 4 heads, it seems. On the top here you can see something quite interesting. It looks like a PCB, but I think it is only for setting the gravity center, and there are some solder drops in order to balance the thing. It is made in a factory adjustment for balancing the thing. So I will try to remove all these screws and give you a better view of the mechanical parts. Okay, I did remove a number of tiny screws, and it seems this thing will not just fall in parts. Here is the two motors for the tape drums, still made by Mitsumi Electric. You can see it is a PCB mounted directly onto a metal plate, and some small motors, flat motors here with flat coils. Quite nice neodymium magnet in here, it seems. I will keep it. And by the way, we have a ball bearing, a very small ball bearing. I will keep it for sure because they are neodymium. Here we have sensors for the tape writing securities, like things like this. I will just tear it apart. Okay, then here I think I can try to remove all this. There is the tape holder tray. You push the tape until this point here. Just scrap metal. Next, this should come also. I hope, maybe, yes, no. There is a spring here to remove. Yes. Another part for the top of the mechanism. Quite complicated metal piece. And here you have a better view onto all the small capstans and arms and rollers. Main drive capstan here, small rollers here. It seems there are ball bearings everywhere in this thing, so it is quite nice, and it should explain partially the expensive price of these things. I have a few more screws to remove here. So by the way, this part is in reinforced plastic with probably glass fibers in it. It is very strong, but it is brittle and it can break. So it still do not want to come. I have no screw left on this side, it seems. When you take apart such stuff, your bench will very quickly become a mess, because there are so many parts in it. Such devices. I have one more screw somewhere holding the thing, not sure which one. I can remove the head, the drum here, it seems. Yes, straightforward, so it seems it is a field replaceable part, almost. Small VCR kind head. Another, the other side here, there's also the balancing plate, and another flat motor. So very straightforward. I have here a cleaning system for the head. It is a small roller with a little bit of cloth to clean the head. So these drives usually are self-cleaning. You don't need to use cleaning tapes. Okay, so I am not sure which screws I have to remove next. There is this little motor here, must be for all the driving all the loading mechanism of the tape, I believe. And there is one more motor down there for the main tape capstan for driving the tape itself, as any tape drive in fact. It seems we have some of these parts here which are inserted into the back plate here, pushed inside. Quite interesting design. Okay, so I think I will stop here, because anyway it will require some hammering to finish taking apart, a very tedious disassembly with removing all the circlips and all this, so it is very time consuming. Not sure if I will do it. Okay, so there is one more thing that goes in the scrap. Thanks for watching, bye bye.